Hey beautiful people, you're welcome back to the channel. I feel very excited about today's topic because it's on a very popular question that most people seem not to get an answer to. How painful is labor? It's painful, guys. It's very painful. So I'm going to respond to that question by sharing with you my childbirth story. I gave birth to my baby boy on the 9th of November 2021 in my house, my mother's room, on her bed, with my big sister as my midwife, my mom, her assistant. I know you'll be like wondering, why did I give birth in the house? Strike. Nurses were on strike. I had registered in a government hospital, so I couldn't see the possibility of giving birth to my baby in a hospital without nurses. Although I asked a few weeks to my delivery, I asked how it's going to be like, how am I going to do it without the nurses, and the doctor told me that I'll have to be in labor when doctors are in the hospital, and I'm like, does it mean I have to induce my labor? This is not working. This was my first time getting pregnant. I've never been through this process before, so I really needed as much care as possible. So just being attended to by only doctors didn't work for me. So guys, I have a sister who is a nurse and a midwife. She's double qualified. I have my mother who is a midwife tutor, so I am covered. I knew I had to change my plans. I called my sister and I spoke with my mom, and she got all the requirements for delivery. My sister was like, babe, if you are ready, I am ready. My sister lives in Uyo. She was on standby. She had to be on standby, ready to move. So according to my first scan, my EDD was scheduled for 2nd of November. So my sister was in Calabar the last week of October, just in case it comes earlier. So she checked the fetal heart rate and baby was doing very okay. We went for another scan to ensure that my baby was in the best position. So we were practically ready for my delivery. 2nd November, which was my EDD, came and I was still bloated. No sign of labor. But I was told it's okay to go a little past. It's a plus or minus 2 weeks thing. So I kept waiting. Baby kept kicking and dancing harder until the 7th of November. That was a Sunday at night. I had very terrible back pains. I could barely sit up without, ouch! I never had back pain all through my pregnancy. So it was rather strange. It was strange for me. So when I complained that I'm having back aches, my sister was like, that is a sign of labor. But then let's just watch. Let's watch. Maybe it could be false and it could be labor. And I'm like, it has to be labor. It's already 5 days past my EDD, so it has to be labor. In labor, there are stages. And in order to get to the final stage, which is the pushing stage, you have to pass through several centimeters of dilation. So it has to go from the 1st to the 2nd, the 3rd, up till the 10th centimeter. Monday morning, I kept having contractions. It was coming and it was going. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. But it wasn't very intense, I could even walk in this condition. So, and I remember even saying, is this how it is? It's not so painful after all. Unknown to me that the journey has just begun. Monday night. Look at this, guys. It was not funny at all. I had menstrual pain times 5 already at this stage. I couldn't sleep. Contractions kept coming and going. The little time it's there, I doze off and it comes. I wake up. Man, my worst night, guys. Tuesday morning. It was as if somebody had gotten a knife and pierced through my tummy. and was beginning to tear it apart like this. The pain was bad. It was bad. I couldn't walk, but I was asked to dance. I was asked to move. I was asked to jump. I was asked to run. You know, all of these activities were going to help the baby descend, you know, so it can open the birth canal and all that. It's easier for the baby to just go down and down. So you have to be active, you have to be moving, you have to be on a straight standing position and maybe jumping so that the baby keeps descending down. Guys, I did all of this in so much pain. So I got checked and it was 6 cm dilation. 6 cm, just 6 cm. I thought she was lying. Maybe she didn't want me to know the actual progress, or maybe she made a mistake. Must be maybe something, because 6 cm wasn't funny. The kind of pain I was feeling at this stage, I was supposed to just be ready to push out my baby already, but she just said 6 cm and I was like, oh, this is too bad. This is really, really bad. When I was caught sitting down, I'll be pulled back up. Gift stand, gift move, gift run. I can't count the number of times I was like, okay, maybe we should switch. Should we do CS? Can I go to the hospital because I cannot bear this pain? My sister said, no, it's already too late. You can't go through the pain of labor and still go through the pain of waiting for your wound to get healed. So you already started this journey, so you have to end it. I said, yes, I know I have to end this, but this is really painful. I want to pee will not come out, and when it finally comes out, I cannot control it. Oh gosh, at some point my midwife used urinary catheter in taking out all the pee, and that was another issue. I couldn't even let her go in. It was so painful, guys. I had contractions coming in every 10 to 15 minutes. It will break me down. I feel like my intestine was being squeezed. I wallowed in pain. Then I was checked again and was told I am 8 centimeters dilated. I had my whole family present, you know, my sisters, my mother. They were 100% supportive, especially my midwife. I give it to her. She was moving around with me, making sure that I am walking, I am dancing. She was playing music and like, give to move, the baby has to come down, you're getting there. You know, I got the best treatment in my house. After a few hours, she checked again and she was like, lay down. And then I'm like, oh, I guess this is the final stage. So you know the next thing I heard, when the pain comes, push. With the pain.
Well done.
Leg down. Leg down. Leg down. It was as if I was going to die. You know, I've never had that kind of pain my whole life. Excruciating pain indeed. But I did it. I pushed out my baby.
Oh, sorry.
He was perfect, had his APGAR score of 10, best skin color, cried all the way out, was kicking. I felt so much joy. I almost didn't feel it when I delivered the placenta. That's the thing about childbirth, guys. You forget it. You forget the pain. The moment you see your baby, the moment you hear your baby, you just forget about every pain you had felt in the past 2 days, any pain you had felt in the past 24 hours. The first thing that comes on you is joy. You just forget every pain. Pregnant, or you're just a curious young woman and you want to find out how is labor, do not feel bad when nobody tells you how it truly is. You meet a mother, how was labor? Because of how curious you are, you're going to get to that stage very soon, and then she doesn't give you a direct answer. Guy, don't feel bad. You know why? Because she cannot remember. We know the pain was intense, but we forget the details. So I should be applauded for remembering mine. Alright guys, thanks so much. Yes, you watching, I know you liked my video, so give it a very big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and see you in my next videos.